What is going on, guys? We have got a new evolution, and it is Patrick Who? Do like Rice and take over the least glamorous position on the pitch, the 6. Become uncelebrated by adding CDM, passing and dribbling stats and the block playstyle to your player. It is a maximum of, we've got 2 of them to be fair, which is quite weird. You've got an 86 max on one of them, 73 pace, 59 shooting, 81 passing, a maximum of 2 positions, 9 playstyles, and must not be a CDM as naturally we're going to receive that. In the other one, it is... oh no, they've changed. That, I swear that had 85, but really both of them are the same now. I thought one had 85 there. It might have changed, it might have just been me. So let's jump in and see who we've got, because you've only got to play 3 squad battles, win 2 squad battles, win 3 squad battles, achieve 2 clean sheets. Nice and simple. So let's have a look on Footbin. We'll go on to the evolutions. It doesn't matter which one we go for. There should be, I want to say, a good few players that you can go on with this. That is jokes though. There is no way that they've put him here. That's brilliant. And he can go in a CDM. Like, I understand they probably didn't mean this. And maybe... oh my god, the card even isn't that much better. That is terrible. So they've given you the 89 the next day, and I've done one of these cards. So 190k down the drain. That is joke. So that is the problem with evolutions at times. You can unfortunately be stung with it. Was there another evolution for him? Keep up. Oh, so he could have been in there as well. But this one adds the CDM role. It's not even that it goes into a centre back. It literally adds the switch into there. That is just funny in general. So in terms of kind of the top ratings you can get, you could take him to a 90. It's going to be Dante in his Trailblazer version, which is very nice indeed. Takes him up to a 90. 75 pace, you could get along with. 89. To be honest, for fodder, 90 rated card is going to be fantastic anyway. So if you do have that card, which I do not, but I do have stones, so you know I'm putting that in. But 86, it isn't a terrible card. I don't feel like he would be one that I'd go into a CDM personally. If I was going for specifics with this, I'd be looking potentially. Martinez I saw as a good card. Gabriel, maybe not. It would be somebody with a little bit more on the pacier side, because naturally you want to have the best pace possible to get that upgrade. And we do get, what do we actually get in terms of benefits here? We get something that we don't know. So we get a +4 overall, nice. 5 on the pace, 10 passing, 8 dribbling, 2 physical. We get the block play style, 6 stamina, and a CDM position. I mean, that's not awful for a card, to be fair to them. When we come in here then, so Laporte, no. The Bright at 86 going into a 90 is not going to be a bad shout, even if for fodder at the minimum. Smalling, a little bit less on the pace. Bastoni could be a shout and a half. What do we got here? So we go into that 89, 5 pace, so 78. Obviously getting the 10 on the passing. I mean, what's the dribbling? The dribbling is where it's going to be the massive effect, because that is what's going to make the difference between an actual CDM card and not an actual CDM card. So what is Martinez's? I know he can play the left back role, so he'll go up to an 88. See, that is going to be a perfect card if I'm being honest. You're looking at an 88, obviously getting that pace increase. We could then go and add something extra to him. So you could even go then and add an anchor on top, which will keep him at his chemistry style. 82 pace, much better. 90 defending, 91 physical, and 92 DM. That is going to be one of the cards that I definitely do, especially just for a gold Martinez. So much easier to go with there. If I was kind of looking down the list, like I say, if you're looking at somebody that could be a left back potential, because they tend to have a bit more agility, whereas if you look at someone like Botman, the dribbling's not going to be enough to warrant putting him into a CDM role. So what we kind of want is the most amount of dribbling for the cut. That's going to be okay, this is going to be everybody in there already. 97 dribbling. I'm assuming he has to go in through a few things, but that's going to be a great shout. A lot of these are going to be already evolutions. So let's have a look at Footbin or FootWiz and see what we've got. If your team's looking like this, then I have the place for you. Head over to U7Buy for all your coin needs. They're cheap, fast, and reliable. But make sure to use JT11 at the checkout for 6% off all of your coin orders. Or maybe not, FootWiz is down. So the best one actually is going to be to go here. So if we look at, what is it called? It is called Patrick Who. Has it been updated yet? Can anybody see it? I don't think it's been updated yet, so we won't be able to see it just yet, but Oh, no, we can't. So it's not been updated on here, so that's unfortunate. But we can make our minds up. It's not as if it's rocket science. If you've obviously got players that have already been evolutioned into this, then naturally that's going to be a great shout. Romero might not be. Agility balance is a little bit lower. We've got pretty much the same as the Thunderstruck, though. Even if you just to keep him as a centre-back, to be fair, you don't actually have to put him in that CDM. That is just what this whole thing is for. So naturally, if you wanted to go with a Johnny Stones, keep him at centre-back, then by all means, that's not going to be a bad shout. If then, I think that is all we can look at. What have we got in Evolved? Oh, this is just going to be the whole set. Oh, that's much better to do. So we get an 88 Smalling. Otamendi, not a bad shout for an inform. Hendrick at an 89 as well. Deriv is obviously an inform. So if I was looking at this list, naturally we've got evolution cards already. I can't get them into my mind because naturally could have gone with anybody. Martinez is going to be my first shout for one of them. I'd then debate between a 90 in Dante or Bright just for fodder basically, or Stones looks a great option if you haven't done his winter wildcard. Romero's not a bad shout. And I would say also Deriv isn't a bad shout, but it depends on what their price goes for their inform. If you're having to pay 50, 60k for an inform Deriv, then maybe it's not worth the shout. Like it's coming in at 67. That's quite a considerable difference just for like a one extra upgrade on top of him. I suppose he is 82 already, but you know, there is plenty of cards that you can go with. So not a bad little one here. I can imagine the next one is going to be fantastic as well, because normally what follows with a good free one is a good paid one. So I would hold off potentially if you can, because naturally what we're going to find is this will set up for a paid one, and you're going to need this to kind of set them up for it. Let me know down below what you think, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.